David, we will receive a few of price target upgrades on Nvidia the following week. OPCO goes to 175, and this report is all you have. I know you enjoy reading about the Asterisk Journal Asterisk's upcoming introduction of chips specifically designed for humanoid robots in the first half of next year, David. Yes, I am still focused, and I believe that many others are as well. Jim, you totally ignored that yesterday. And while it could have been the appropriate thing to do, there are some areas where these big language models might not be developing as rapidly as their developers had hoped. Jim, I'm not sure why you're using your phone there. Last night, Jensen made a fantastic speech about Nvidia in Indonesia, according to the tech executives I'm reading. You must read it, David. They are discussing the necessity of spending a lot of money in Indonesia for the state-owned firm, which they want to do in order to expand on Blackwell, after the Indonesian project was a tremendous success. So if you might be wondering, my wife gave me some fruit from Paris. And I'm looking at photos of her on my phone. No, I'm referring to Indonesia AI Day, which you are avoiding since you are, I believe, occupied with a conversation with Ben Affleck. How was he doing? What did he do most recently? His performance is excellent. Asterisk the Town Asterisk was an excellent film. He is now filming another one in Bound Brook, New Jersey. Indeed, the project sounded like a lot of fun. I'll do my best. Yes, he is doing great. You're correct. I should really be thinking of the movie Asterisk, The Accountant Asterisk, which I really like and which, incidentally, had Bernthal, your favorite. When I hear Jensen claim that artificial intelligence will democratize technology as the great equalizer. Listen, though, are they truly running out of data? As you have repeatedly stated, NVIDIA offers yet another excellent chance to collect a great deal more data. However, it's worth keeping an eye on the big language models. Yesterday, I suppose I saw your friend Riz Benritis. You adore his creations. He is, in fact, my friend. He was curious as to why I wasn't at your event. Yes, many people were curious as to why you didn't attend our event. Jim, it wasn't me, it was CNBC's Delivering Alpha. No, I wasn't. David, that's sort of inside baseball. We don't usually go there. I wish you had been there, though, David. Everyone wanted to know where I was. That's all I have, then. Where's Jim? AI allows you to be in 2 locations at once. David, I do believe that we need to pay attention to the possibility that kids might not have enough to practice on. Recall Zuckerberg's statement during his conference call that Meta AI would be the most popular. And the reason for this is that he has things to practice on. He can view the belongings of over 3.5 billion individuals. By the way, let me just mention that you should disregard Google if you're looking for something from Claude or ChatGPT, such as a quick analysis of Disney and AR. Well, you know what they don't, is what they'll say. Yesterday, I received one that stated, they don't report until November 17th. Looking over the conference call, I thought, they're wrong too much. They are far too mistaken. They must therefore do it correctly. They don't even have the newest and best, I know. Rubin is not with them. Rubin is essential to you. No, Rubin is what they need. They do. Where is Rubin when you need him? I say it all the time. Zinnerman is necessary. Look, I mean, it is imperative that you follow Jensen's charm offensive, David, country after country, podcast after podcast. Andrew Sorkin and I did yesterday for Delivering Alpha, when we had previously made our own avatars and then sort of presented them. He is also an avatar. Listen to this. Hello, this is Andrew. I'm David too. Don't call me Dave though, Bell said. And don't call me at all. You're right. This is who we are today, artificial intelligence and avatars. Let's face it, Squawk Box, you aren't nearly as good as Squawk Box Me, but AI Me is almost as good as Squawk Box Me. David, those were Squawk's prime years. Your avatar is ruthless as well. They came entirely from a computer. Yes, we went to get our voices, head gestures, and photos taken, but that wasn't us. It wasn't a video. Guys, that's the future. Or rather, that is the current situation. You can tell that it still doesn't fully capture all human emotions, including the way you speak and inflect. However, it's coming dangerously near. However, David, if you were in charge of a dictatorship with, say, 1.4 billion people, just throwing it out there, and you wanted to be able to lock people up, Couldn't you just make them say something critical of whatever government they might be in? Then say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, and throw away the key? Can't you do that, really? That's frightening, Jim, but I hadn't considered it. However, it is conceivable. In terms of investment and impact, I believe that the field of artificial intelligence and the paradigm are still in their infancy. We will experience benefits and gains in productivity over time. We are still in the very early stages of investment at this time. And that's still all the buildup. Whether we discuss the data center infrastructure build-out or the power required to support artificial intelligence initiatives, CAPEX is still in its infancy. In my opinion, this has a long multi-year, possibly even multi-decade, potential to affect investment and productivity. Therefore, I don't believe that we will be reaching our investment cap anytime soon. These remarks follow several recent reports from companies like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic that raise doubts about whether or not the capabilities of generative AI are plateauing. Even so, a few hours ago, Sam Altman tweeted, quote, "There is no wall." He didn't say anything else. We can only speculate as to what he was talking about, but this might be it, don't you think? Despite some worries to the contrary, I suppose the invention is moving forward at full speed. I believe the Andreessen Horowitz podcast featured them. Nvidia is up 1.6% once more. I don't know what Sam was talking about, whether it was stay long Nvidia or something else entirely. Nelson Peltz, who invests in more traditional consumer businesses, also brought up this topic throughout the meeting. We spent a lot of time discussing Unilever in particular, and he offered an intriguing comparison to other businesses that have been little more than shells that have failed to make effective use of technology. Therefore, when he examines brands, he looks at companies like Dove Soap, which is always in demand, but also how they are leveraging this generation to drive marketing and generate productivity and efficiency. Thus, it truly serves as an analytical tool for all investors, even those who are investing in stocks that aren't related to chips just yet. That's right. Naturally, Andrew and David then displayed their avatars, demonstrating what is now feasible. In a year, who knows what will happen? In relation to Nvidia, next week we will receive our earnings. I've received 3 intriguing stock calls today. Ray J goes to 170, OPCO goes to 175. I would say that Deutsche is the lone net skeptic. They maintain it at 115. They contend that this quarter's sales upside could not be as strong as it has been in previous quarters. Over the previous 5 quarters, the average revenue beat has been $2 billion. It's hit a successful run. Yes, but it raised expectations for earnings to a high level. Let's check the Nvidia stock this morning. The stock was named a top large-cap pick by Piper Sandler, who said that because of its Blackwell chip ramp-up, it is a must-own. They have set a price target of 175 and ranked the stock as overweight. Today's pricing is $148.17. Guys, you brought up a few of the hyperscalers. Nvidia, a few positive remarks. Piper makes it a superb choice for starters. This Melius note, which Ben writes goes until 185, is then quite intriguing. He continues, "We're even more excited about Blackwell than we were before." According to Ben, abandoning Nvidia with Hopper is comparable to abandoning Apple following the release of the iPhone 1 or 2. Additionally, David, they have updated estimates for hyperscaler CapEx minus 282. Over what time span is $282 billion? It would be up 24% year over year. And Oracle, Amazon, and Meta are included in that. How it stacks up against some of the Morgan Stanley figures is unclear to me. We learned that it was more than 100.